How you all doing, guys? Welcome to Card Gamer. This is a product I think a lot of you will be excited about because it's a binder that I've been after for well over a year now. You've seen the trend of top loader binders, but this is the first time I have seen a binder dedicated to graded cards. That's right, this can fit up to 28 graded cards in a binder format. So it's made by a company called Gemloader. They were nice enough to send this over to review and be unbiased on it. And I wanted to share with you my thoughts and opinions and whether or not it's worth picking up. So this here, as you can see, is massive. This is a binder that will not, it's probably not going to fit in a traditional backpack. It's a binder that you take with you to shows, or if you're going over your friends to show off your rarest collectibles. In terms of size, you can see I'll pull over a normal Vault X binder here. It's a lot bigger and far thicker than a traditional binder. So I've gone for the turquoise color here, and it's got like this really nice effect to it. Almost looks like stone. And you just go for the zip up the top here, open it up, and this will introduce you to the graded binder. And you can see here that I have a boatload of graded cards in this binder. And the binder, as you can tell, has these clasps, and each of your 4 graded cards kind of lies in this, what can only be described as a tray. It's a plastic tray that basically clips in your PSA graded cards like so. So I typically just slide them in from the end and snap them down like so. And you've got them in. My graded cards are sleeved as well for extra protection. They do fit not only PSA graded cards, but Beckett and others as well. I do have a Beckett card in here. These trays are nice. They do make a bit of noise when you're organizing them. For example, you can probably hear this. They're a little bit rattly, but I can't figure out any other way to get around that. You can, change up the way you want to view your cards. Like I've got them reversed here, so when I open up a page, all 8 of them are being shown off. And you can see here, this is a Beckett card here, Beckett slab, and this fits in perfectly. Again, all I do is slide that in like so. Pop it down. Did I slide that in correctly? Slide in the corners and snap in like that, and you're ready to go. That is a natural snapping sound. Don't worry about it. It's got nice thumb grips to pull out your cards as well, like so, which makes it a lot easier. See, you can see you have to really slide it into the corners like so. Snap it in. But you'll get used to it fairly quickly. I've had no issues. There is a little bit of bending on the corners of these trays if you get a little bit too aggressive, but what's quite kind of good about these is that they don't actually snap, they just bend. So I've had no problems with bits snapping off or anything like that, which could damage cards. There is quite a flexible plastic, which is nice. That was obviously a design choice by the team. And then you can see at the back here, like so, you're getting to the back of the binder. The back of the binder is a microfiber material. The zips, for me, they're not the best quality zips in my personal opinion. So I usually do they said they were water resistant, but actually if I was to spray that here, you can see, well, you probably can't see, but it does go pretty much straight through. So I wouldn't recommend taking this with you if you are, traveling in the rain at all, because it's definitely not waterproof, even though the exterior is water resistant. And you can see they've had to give you extra material here to actually fit in all of your graded cards, because it is a very thick binder. As you can see here, it's a little bit flappy, but the stitching's really good around here. The stitching has been great. Even in this zip part here, that's very, very durable as well. And the actual clasp is made of metal, and this is on and probably glued. No, that can't be. There's actually screwed, into the back of the binder, and they've actually hidden it quite well on the back as well. You're not going to see anything, and as you can tell, it's got this nice water resistant material on top. This retails for £49 or $59, and the Gemloader team do call this premium, where in reality I wouldn't call it a premium binder. For me, if you're calling a product premium, it needs to be close to flawless. And even though I score this a solid 8.5 out of 10, there are some areas where I think need a little bit of work, and if it was to be done, I think you could get away with calling it premium. For example, this is a very heavy binder. You know, with the plastic and the size and the leather and your graded cards, it's a chunky, big binder. And I usually transport it in my hands. That's, you know, I don't have a backpack big enough. So if I was to drop this, it's likely that it's gonna cause some damage. So I would have liked some kind of extra protection on the hinge or on the corners at the bottom here, because that's where a lot of damage is going to happen. And because the corners here are quite flexible, because it's a typical binder, I would have liked maybe some metal hinges or some protection here. And the same goes for the material used and the fabric used on the zipper. It's just not the best quality, and it's not waterproof. So I would have sealed this off to be super waterproof. You know, the interior here, this is a really nice microfiber material. There's no issues here. The clasp is nice, and I even like the trays, even though they don't scream premium, but they work, and that's what you want from a binder. So, you know, there's small things like adding extra protection to the corners, which I would have liked to see, and I would have agreed with them to call it premium. But for now, I think this is just your normal high quality binder for PSA graded cards that I've been using for close to a month now. No issues with stitching, no issues with, you know, things breaking. It just needs a little bit of extra premium touches to be called premium. And I would even go as far as, you know, calling this the normal edition and then making a new premium edition that you charge maybe £69 for, that's, you know, super high quality. But overall, guys, I am very impressed with this, you know, PSA slab binder that can not only do your PSA slabs, but also Beckett and others as well. So it is an all-round lovely way to store and share your PSA graded cards collection. And, you know, it's neat. You could put this on your shelf, you know, label it on the side and so on, like a traditional binder. But some may say it's not portable, and I would kind of agree there. So there's my thoughts on the Gemloader slab binder. I'm loving these kind of products. Gemloader do a few more. Check out the links below if interested, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye-bye.